Hey guys, we're entering our third week of handstand training and I wanted to give you guys some tips on this week's drills. So our warm-up this week is going to be some shoulder shrugs. This can either be done in a piked position with your feet on a box or a bench and your hips stacked over your shoulders, or you just shrug your shoulders up and down, or in a wall-facing handstand hold. So I'm going to give you guys a demo of both of those in just a second, but that's going to be our warm-up. We're going every minute on the minute for 5 minutes. You're going to do 10 to 15 shoulder shrugs. Okay, shouldn't take you more than 20 to 30 seconds. Our skill work this week is going to be 3 rounds of some box single leg extensions. We're going to work like 6 to 10 reps. Okay, so we're looking for quality here, and then we're going to do a 30 to 45 second wall facing handstand hold. I'll give you guys a demo of those as well, but we're looking for quality here, so take your time with these movements. Really focus on your positions throughout, all right? I hope you're having fun with these. All right, so let's take a look at those shoulder shrugs. I'm gonna start out with my feet on a bench or my little flower planter box that I use for my bench. And then I'll show you the wall-facing version as well. But the goal here is to keep your arms as close to your ears as you can so that you can really shrug up as much as possible. We're thinking about shrugging up through our shoulders, through our rib cage, and maintaining that nice hollow position throughout. So let me get you guys set up real quick. All right. So we're going hands down on the ground, feet up on the box. I'm trying to get my hips stacked all the way over my shoulders, hands close. I'm just gonna shrug my shoulders up and down. Notice when I'm doing this, I'm not bending my elbows, okay? There should be no bend in the elbows. We're just shrugging straight up through the shoulders. How far can you shrug? All right, so that one's an option. I'm gonna turn you around. Yep. Let's take a look at the wall facing version. So you can either cartwheel up into this, wall walk, however you want to get up is fine. Super close to the wall, nose and toes, shrug the shoulders. Making sure that you're maintaining your hollow body position throughout. All right, good luck. Now let's take a look at the box single leg extensions. So I'm going to start in that same position that I was for the piked shoulder shrugs on the bench, making sure that my hips are stacked over my shoulders. So if you struggle with hamstring mobility, you're going to want to stack up that box really high, okay? The goal is to get the hips over the shoulders. If you don't get into that hips over shoulders position, you're not really going to get the benefit that you could out of this drill. So hips are stacked over the shoulders, one leg lifts straight up to the sky or to the ceiling, and the other toe should feel pretty light on the box, okay? You want to get to that point where you're nice and stacked. I don't want your top leg to go too far over, or else you're going to find like an arch in your back. You're not going to be in a good position. So we're trying to find that balance point. That's the goal of this drill. Can you find your balance point in your handstand? Bring your leg down and then switch to the other side. If you want an extra challenge, you can see if you can switch your legs midair. So I'm gonna get you guys set up. I'm gonna see if we can do just a few where you put your foot back on the box, and then I'll show you a few where you switch your foot midair. All right, let's take a look. All right, I'm gonna get into that same position I was in before. Hips over the shoulders. One leg comes straight up to the sky. My other toe is super light on the box. I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna switch legs. See if I can find that balance point, driving up through the shoulders like we practiced. All right, if you feel confident with it, you can see if you can switch midair. Okay, the main goal is to maintain that balance point and see if you can find your nice hollow handstand while driving up through the shoulders as much as possible. Okay, the last drill we have this week is the nose and toes handstand hold. Now, this one is a great one to find your positioning. We were kind of in it if you did the shoulder shrugs against the wall, but your goal is to hold a 30 to 45 second nose and toes handstand hold, meaning only your nose and toes are touching the wall, and maintain good form. If you feel like your form is starting to go, then just go ahead and come down, okay? We don't need to train bad form, okay? We want to create good habits. If you're pretty good at this one, you can see if you can just float your toes off of the wall slightly. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to do that by arching my back, okay? I want to make sure that I'm maintaining that hollow position. I'm driving up so much that my toes just like barely float off the wall just a little bit, okay? I'm going to try and film this one from the side so you guys can see what I mean. really focus on, especially when the toes start to float off the wall, is using my fingers and my forearms to like grip the ground, okay? These are what you use for balance. So make sure you keep those fingers spread and you really use them to balance yourself. If you start to fall forward, you push into your fingers and that'll help you stay in that nice stacked position. All right, good luck.